everyone, hope you guys are doing well. Today I'm going to tell you about my personal story and a couple of my clients' story. And I'm going to tell you about 5 simple habits that I used to transform myself and that I used to transform my clients' health. So the year was 2012. I had just gotten out of college and I was entering the workforce. I was probably one of the fittest guys in college, worked out for about 6 days in a week and walked for about 10 kilometers in a day. But as I entered the workforce, I lost the motivation to exercise. And that's when I lost track of all my fitness completely. Then after 2 years of working, I went to France for my master's, which involved sitting in the library for hours at end to complete the assignments. And that made me put on a few more kgs. After that, I came back to India and joined a Goa-based startup. And that's when I hit the lowest levels of fitness ever and highest weight ever because of the lifestyle that I led in Goa. Slowly and gradually, 4 years passed and came 2020. And that's when I told myself, like, this is the lockdown time. You will not find any more favorable time than this to improve your health. Because I had a society gym and I had all the time to learn about nutrition and lifestyle, and I did that. I got my blood reports done and found out that triglycerides had hit beyond 200, LDL was beyond 150, and I needed to do something about it. So in this video, I'm going to tell you about 5 simple habits that you can use to transform your health, your body, your mind completely. Okay, but before that, may I please ask you to hit the like and the subscribe button. Thank you very much. The first habit is waking up early. People will give attention to all the nonsensical things in their life, but will not pay attention to one thing that really runs their life, which is their mind. Waking up early gave me a head start to the day. It gave me the time to meditate and it allowed me to work on calming my mind first thing in the morning. A lot of people don't realize this, but one of the major reasons for all the mess in their life is their messed up mind. And there are different kinds of meditations out there to basically manage your mind. There is transcendental meditation, which I personally do, where I chant mantras on a bead repeatedly. Then there is mindfulness meditation, where you focus on the present by focusing on your breath work and your bodily sensations, and you let go of all the thoughts related to your past and your future. Then there are yoga asanas, which provide a great form of meditation where you do some physical postures and you focus on your breath work, which basically provide a great deal of relaxation for your body and your mind. So the point is to basically do meditation regularly so that you can declutter your mind and think straight. The second habit that you need to adopt is eating clean food. It sounds obvious, but let me tell you why. Earlier, I had no knowledge about nutrition and I would eat literally everything that came my way. But this changed when I learned what food can really do to your different systems in the body. For example, it impacts your brain health, your metabolism, your fat storage, your blood markers, literally everything. And in fact, something that completely changed my perception about food was the fact that lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, atherosclerosis, they are all impacted majorly by your diet. And this gave me the final much needed push from being the guy who would literally eat whatever I could get my hands on to being a conscious eater. So the third habit that I want you to adopt is walking. It is super simple, but I'll tell you why. And I'm going to tell you about this with the help of a story. I recently had a wonderful client from Hyderabad, super dedicated, super enthusiastic, and so full of life. So when she enrolled under me, I asked her to walk about 8 to 10,000 steps on an everyday basis. And she started reporting to me every day, but she was reporting the numbers in a round off figure. For example, she was reporting 8,000 or 10,000 steps. And then I asked her to give me the exact number of steps and not a round off number. And to that, she told me that, Tanay, I'm walking for about so many minutes. So I'm guessing that I'm able to complete about 8 to 10,000 steps. And I told her to report to me the exact number of steps from the next day. The next day when she came to me, she was in utter shock because she was actually just walking for about 3,000 steps on an everyday basis. And she didn't even realize it. This is what modern lifestyle has done to our lives. You want to order food? Use the app. You want to order grocery? Use the app. You want to order medicines? Use the app. You want to call a guy to come clean your house? You can use the app. You don't really have to go anywhere. This is the most sedentary times that we are living in. So on an average, a person only walks for about 2,000 to 3,000 steps on an everyday basis, which is way less than what we actually should be walking, which is about 8,000 to 10,000 steps on an everyday basis if we want to prevent any sort of serious lifestyle disease in the future. And once you start taking walking seriously, it gets super addictive because you can see the benefits as it helps you improve your mood, your lung capacity. It helps you burn more fat. It helps you think better. And it also helps you cure depression at a certain level. So walk more. The next habit that I need you to adopt is drink more water. Sounds obvious, right? But I'll tell you why I'm talking about this. So after I enroll each and every client of mine, I send them a health history form, which basically gives me an overall picture of how they live, what their health has been like. And one of the questions that that form has is, how much water do you drink every day? And to my utter surprise, the amount of water that majority of my clients drink is about 1.5 to 2 liters when they enroll with me. And trust me, that's very less, because human body is actually 70% water, and literally every process in the body requires water. There is really no life without water. And if you are someone who has a desk job and often forgets to drink water because of the busyness of your work, then I have a solution for you. Get a 2 liters bottle and keep it at your desk. At the beginning of your workday, fill it completely and make sure that by the end of the day you drink about 1.5 of those bottles. This way you will be able to finish about 3 liters of water just during your work hours. And trust me, when you continue this for a long period of time, say about a few weeks, you will see improved levels of energy. So drink more water. The next habit that I want you to adopt is sleep early. So we keep hearing that we need to sleep about 8 hours every night. But what is more important than that is to hit the bed at the right hour for your sleep. So according to science, there is a sleep-wake cycle, which is also called circadian rhythm. Now, according to this, the body starts releasing the sleep hormone called the melatonin by 9 p.m. So which basically signals that it's time for your body to rest. So you should ideally sleep by 10:30 according to this. Now the reason for this is because a sound sleep has 4 different stages. The first stage is called NREM stage 1. NREM stands for non-rapid eye movement. In this stage, we move from wakefulness to sleep. Then comes the second stage, which is called the NREM stage 2. This is the stage when we get into deeper sleep, and this stage actually accounts for about 50% of the total sleep time. This is the stage when the brain waves are really slow and the body is relaxed. Then comes the stage 3, which is called NREM stage 3. This stage is when we experience very deep sleep. The brain waves are extremely slow, and this stage is responsible for your physical restoration and recovery. Then comes the stage 4, which is called REM sleep. REM stands for rapid eye movement. This stage is associated with dreaming and is responsible for your mental and emotional recovery and restoration. So you see, there is a lot about sleep that you probably didn't even know about. And lack of sleep and incomplete sleep actually leads to these incomplete sleep cycles, which can make you groggy and irritable during the day. But if this pattern of lack of sleep continues for a long period of time, then this can also lead to various lifestyle diseases like your cancer, hypertension, diabetes, high cholesterol, etc. etc. So sleep enough and sleep at the right time. I also made a video on 5 proven ways to control your hypertension. Do check it out here. And do check out the resources that you may find useful in the description section below. If you haven't already hit the like and the subscribe button, please do so. I will see you in the next video. Till then, eat well, sleep tight, move more, and get some sunshine. Have a wonderful day.